Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 of Beginning Textiles. So last week we covered the first 2 chapters of the book, and I quickly want to go through a rundown and share my screen here of what we accomplished last week and what you can expect for this week. So week 1, we went through all the housekeeping, orientation, check-in and roll call, any Lancer services available to you. And our first 2 chapters, chapter 1 and 2, we read. We also took a quiz that was worth 10 points on chapters 1 and 2. And we started assembling our swatch kit. So let's go through each one of these. First off, I understand that it takes a while to get our books and swatch kits in, or maybe you're still waiting on that financial aid. I don't know, but I understand. If you're having a trouble or waiting on your book, waiting on financial aid, just send me a Canvas message. Keep me posted on the progress of what's happening. That way I know, okay, this is why they're not submitting their assignments, which is totally fine. So I went ahead and gave you 1 extra week to complete the first quiz on chapters 1 and 2 due the end of this week. So please get that in as soon as you can. If you don't have the book, don't worry. My quizzes are based on the PowerPoint lectures. So go ahead and read the PowerPoint lecture on chapters 1 and 2 under week 1 in your modules, and then take the quiz worth 10 points from last week. So again, if you don't have your book, you can still complete the chapter quizzes successfully by reading the PowerPoint lectures. Let's hop over to our textile assembly assignment, Swatch Kit assembly assignment. So this class, we're going to learn all about different types of textiles, their properties, and how to physically use them as a designer. This swatch kit is the essence of the course. You are to assemble the swatch kits by writing down their properties and information by hand. This is a handwritten assignment. So at the end of the 8 weeks, you will submit a complete swatch kit for your midterm project. With that being said, every week we're going to have a homework assignment. We will complete at least 3 pages of the swatch kit, and then on week 8 during midterm, you will submit the completed swatch kit for your project. Again, you will be working on this swatch kit project for the full duration of the 8 weeks. So come week 8, when I tell you, okay, come and submit your swatch kit, your completed swatch kit, you will have all this information already done. The only thing you'll have to do is submit the final link to where you saved those photographs of your handwritten swatch kit. So if you haven't yet read the assignment and watched the YouTube video, go ahead and do that. It describes how to assemble the swatch kit and how to submit for credit. So your very first assignment of the swatch kit, homework assignment, I should say, will be due this week. Let me get to that assignment. And you'll notice here that the initial assignment, swatch kit assembly, is worth 0 points. That's because I'm giving you a freebie on week 1. Come week 2, we're on week 2 now. We're going to submit every week. Or actually, I give you 2 free weeks because your very first submission of swatch kit isn't due till September 19th, which is week 3. So if you have your swatch kit already, please get ahead of the game. Do at least 3 pages a week. So this is week 2. If you have your swatch kit, go ahead and do, your 6 pages and you'll be all caught up. Okay, so that's our Swatch Kit situation. Last but not least, let's talk about what we have in store for this week. This week, week 2, we are covering fibers and solvents. So we're reading about different types of fibers and their properties on our chapter 3. And we are completing our very first laboratory experiment at home. So this lab experiment is called Fibers Reaction to Solvents. I recorded a YouTube video. I did this activity with my kids. I apologize if it's a little long. It's kind of hard to record videos with children under 5. So check that out. It shows you step by step on how to complete this solvent. Even if you don't have your kit yet, hey, maybe you have the supplies at home that you're able to complete 1 or 2 of these. So if you scroll all the way down to the rubric, there's examples of what the assignment should look like. Go down to the rubric and you can break down the amount of points you'll get for a total of 10 points. Make sure you're hitting all of these 3 points for maximized points of 10. This will be due at the end of the week. So that's our reaction to solvents. Each week we are going to have a little discussion on as far as participation goes, since it's a virtual class. And this week, our discussion is all about your results of that solvent test. So you're required to, initially post, and I usually give you instructions on what to initial post should look like. So my questions this week is, have you started the solvent test? If you have, what materials did you use? Did you use the materials in the Swatch Kit, or maybe it's not here yet and you use something at home? Upload pictures or images of your results of the Swatch Kit, and then come back later in the week and respond to at least 3 of your classmates. Remember, these discussion topics are credits or participation in this class. So go ahead and press next. And we come to the final module in this week 2. And it's all about our very first field trip. I'm very excited to take you to the Los Angeles Textile Show that happens biannually. So check the module out for all the proper information. It tells you when and where. It takes place at the California Market Center. I listed the address, also rideshare information. And the textile show only allows students to walk the floor the last day of the show. So that day is Friday of the show, the last day of Friday. So if you've never been to this type of trade show, it's open to industry people. Normally you'll have manufacturers, maybe costume designers, independent designers walking this show. So to eliminate the amount of traffic that the show gets, they only allow students to attend the last day of the show. My background is just that. This is what the LA Textile Show looks like. This is one of my favorite vendors, Robert Kaufman. I do buy my own fabric from here, in addition to others, for my clothing line. So this is what a trade show booth looks like. You'll see examples of the fabrics hanging in the back, maybe a showroom rep that'll help they'll present the new line, or they'll help you look for a specific textile you're looking for to accommodate your designs. And yeah, it's very exciting, great networking. If you have any business cards, looking for internships, this is the day, this is the time to dress up and be presentable, have your maybe a resume or some contact cards handy, so you can make those connections. Okay, so since this show takes place in downtown Los Angeles, our next discussion and our last discussion for the week is all about carpooling. Oh, and I can't forget the field trip form. If you're attending the field trip, please fill out this excursion medical form. Every student must have one. I cannot get the field trip approved without this. So please submit it virtually. It's a PDF. You can download it and then submit it as an assignment, or you can send it as a Canvas message, whichever's best for you. But every student that is attending the field trip must fill this out. And lastly is our discussion on carpooling. If you have your own transportation, great. This is a little discussion on carpooling, potentially carpooling to the field trip. If you're attending the field trip, do you have a ride to the LA trade show, LA textile show? Are you open to carpooling with other classmates or taking a ride share like Uber or Lyft? Do you have a vehicle and a valid driver's license to transport classmates to the field trip? If so, how many classmates can you fit in your vehicle? So this is an open discussion with amongst the class to get a feel for who has their own transportation, who can get dropped off, who's taking rideshare, and if there's any potential opportunity to carpool together. Parking tends to be a little expensive at the market center. I think it's about $20 at the market center. You can park on the outskirts of the market center for $10 to $15. But it's a great opportunity to carpool with a classmate or a friend and share the cost of gas, especially nowadays that way. So this is the last task that we have in our module this week. If you have any questions, I'm available 24/7 on Canvas message. And don't forget to check out our weekly Zoom information so you can visit me in a live chat then. All right, so I will see you on Canvas.